some of us, a simple stroll in the woods with the kids is not an easy task because of our work schedule, our daily routines, and like I said, especially if you have kids, between homework, at night, work, going out in the rough and harvesting your own tinder or fire lighting elements could be a hard task. And for some it's impossible because of their work schedule and the time that they're, that is allowed to them. However, there are alternatives, and in this video we're going to talk about fatwood. I'm going to show you three different types of fatwood, two or three different types of fatwood. One which I purchased at a store at a very reasonable price, and the other two are some that I have harvested and some that I have received as a present from some of my friends. So stay with me on this video. I think it could be interesting for some of you guys who don't have the time to go out and harvest your own.
Hey guys, well, I did promise you guys two or three specimens of fatwood so we can do a comparison, but unfortunately the box that I have that contains the fatwood that I had harvested and processed is probably out in the back and in the shed in the backyard, and there's about 4 or 5 feet of snow in front of it, so I apologize, but I'm not going to be able to show you those specimens. However, I do have some beautiful fatwood here that my friend Joe from out west sent to me, okay, a while ago, and this one comes from the Pacific Northwest, from a Douglas fir, and I must say that it's an amazing specimen. I mean, these things, they light up and they stay lit for the longest time, and this is what's left of what he had sent me. He had sent me like a handful of this stuff, and thanks again, Joe. But like I said before, for some of you guys out there that just don't have the time to go out and harvest your own, there are options, okay? And this particular fatwood here was bought at the store level, okay? And I didn't pay an arm and a leg for it, because as well as, I'm sure you guys know, you go to some of these camping stores and what have you, you can pick up a piece which is about half the length of this piece right here. Like, this is how long it is. It's got a little hole with a little fire steel attached to it, and you can pay upwards of 20 bucks. And trust me, the fire steel that comes with this is not worth more than a couple of dollars. So you're paying almost like 10 bucks for a piece of fatwood like this when you buy it at camping stores and what have you. But the other alternative, which is I think the best way to go if you cannot go out and harvest your own, and let's not forget, it's not just the harvest part. You have to process this wood, okay? And in order to be able to process wood, I mean, of this size and like perfect like this, you got to probably chainsaw through a large stump and then section it off so you can get pieces of this size. So like I said before, a lot of you guys don't have the time. So what's the best thing to do? What I think you should go out and do, if you cannot harvest and process your own fatwood, you go and you get yourself a box of Duraflame, okay, Duraflame fatwood. Now, these people here, they promise that it is 100% pure, and it comes from tree stumps of non-endangered pines, okay, that have been felled, okay. So these are 100% natural. I have worked with them, and trust me, a box of about 2 pounds Okay, a box like this, which contains, I don't know, upwards of 30 pieces, maybe 25 pieces of this stuff here, you're gonna pay like $5 for it, you know? And I have worked with them. You can do shavings, you can outright just light it up with a lighter and it'll stay lit forever. And, you know, problem is, here in Quebec, I haven't located any of them. I picked these up in the States at, I believe it was Price Chopper, the grocery store. And I think I paid something like $5-6 for the box, which was a crazy deal, okay? And I suggest, you know, go out and do this. Now, there's nothing wrong. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know what, it's not right. You know, they cut down trees and they do that. And look, I don't think that manufacturers, especially companies of that size, would bullshit, you know, on their packaging. They promise that there's no new trees that are felled to make the Fatwood, okay? And there's no additives. It's 100% natural. Only thing I can tell you is these pieces here, I've had them for probably, I don't know, a couple of months, okay? These pieces here that my friend Joe sent to me from out west, okay? When you open up the bag that these, or the box that these things come in, that I keep them in, the whole room smells. However, these here, you got to bring them right up to your nose. So the concentration of resin in these here is by far more than you'll find in these pieces here that you'll buy from the box or from the grocery store. But they both work, okay? And if you cannot go out and process this, I suggest you go out and get some of this stuff. I hope this video was interesting. I hope it, you know, made some people happy. You know, I know when I bumped into this box of Fatwood for $5, it sure made my day. Because it's not easy to go out, harvest, and then process Fatwood. So, again, this is going to be the end of this video, guys. I want to thank you for your support and everything you do for us here at Boreal Bushcraft Canada. And see you all on the next vid. So long for now.